program that we are running now and have founded and turned into a nonprofit is called the Menu Youth Garden. And what the Menu Youth Garden is, it's a plot of land and greenhouse originally that is lended to us through the Midwest Tech Campus in Willmar. We originally were given 4 acres of land and a greenhouse that was built in the 1970s to utilize to grow fresh fruits and vegetables that were not commonly found in Minnesota, with the intent of serving underrepresented populations in the Willmar community to provide them with fresh fruits and vegetables that they might not be able to get in Minnesota, but they were used to getting at home. The overall goal is to provide youth in the community with some jobs and to give them an opportunity to do some work that might be a little more artistic or help them work with their hands a little bit more. Instead of sitting in the house playing with their phones or looking at a screen, they get outside, get involved in the dirt, and start to produce for the family members in their household, and then also provide for themselves and hopefully give a little knowledge about eating healthy, making sure that they live healthy, sustainable lives, and then give them some entrepreneurial experience as well. It started out with just a youth garden. The goal was to utilize all 4 acres of the land that the Midwest Tech Campus was providing for us. Myself, Ben Larson, and Abdoueli Youssef, we quickly found out that because none of us know anything about gardening, we were in some trouble. So we had to downsize early, and we ended up using 1 acre of land and then putting the greenhouse to use. We grew things like bitter balls and watermelon and a lot of common things that were found in Minnesota, but we tried to spread it out to find some more diverse plants and vegetables. And we found out that Minnesota doesn't have a great climate for growing bitter balls or other vegetables that are not common to Minnesota, so there was a very good reason why they weren't being grown outside. What we're doing now is we have a full season, all year round CSA program. And what a CSA is, it's a community supported agriculture program where the goal is to get vegetables in the hands of seniors, people that don't have a lot of money, people that come from all different backgrounds. We're trying to make sure that everybody has the opportunity to have some fresh fruits and vegetables. So we're trying to really address access and price. And by running our CSA the way we are, we're going to be able to address both of those things at the same time. So the way that we're doing it this year is that we are offering CSA at a discounted price to people that can afford it. And every person that subscribes or becomes a member, we then give a free CSA bag with the same amount of vegetables, same amount of everything to somebody receiving SNAP benefits or senior citizens. We're hoping that people in the community that can afford it will see that this initiative will have a massive impact on the overall community by not only giving their families fresh fruits and vegetables, but also giving another family that might not have that access or have the money to do so. Hopefully they can see the value in doing that. Working with the youth of the community has been incredible. We never thought we would have as much interest in our program as we have had. We partner with a couple of organizations in town, one of them Central Minnesota Jobs and Training, the Dream Academy, Willmar Public Schools, and the ALC in town. Everything always comes back to the youth for us. So while we have a lot of great volunteers, it's not really anything if we don't have any youth. It's been incredible that the youth are interested. The journey that this has taken my life on is a journey that I honestly never thought I would ever be doing. I have no experience, or I had no experience with gardening, really anything with agriculture before starting this program. But my passion is to enrich the lives of youth and help make sure that people that are underrepresented in our communities have the same opportunities that I had growing up. I really wanted to make it so that the youth are really able to do anything. I want to instill that in them as a core part of themselves. It really has taken me on a journey that I never expected. I went from being a butcher to a radio guy to now I'm working in my free time in a garden setting, in a greenhouse. This couldn't have impacted my life any more than it has, or any more positively than it already has. Like, this is the greatest experience that I've ever had. The youth are incredible. The Willmar community overall is such a giving, caring community. They've embraced us with open arms, and they really have just let us run wild with whatever we come up with next.
Visit pioneer.org/postcards to catch up on missed episodes and to find out more about your favorite segments. Postcards is made possible by the Minnesota Arts and Cultural Heritage Fund and the citizens of Minnesota. Additional support provided by Margaret A. Cargill Philanthropy, Mark and Margaret Yackel-Julien on behalf of Shalom Hill Farms, a retreat and conference center in a prairie setting near Windham, Minnesota. On the web at shalomhillfarm.org. Alexandria, Minnesota, a year-round destination with hundreds of lakes, trails, and attractions for memorable vacations and events. More information at explorealex.com. The Lake Region Arts Council's Arts Calendar, an arts and cultural heritage funded digital calendar showcasing upcoming art events and opportunities for artists in West Central Minnesota. On the web at lrac4calendar.org.